Hey guys, it's August. Today we're going to be going to the Sinking Creek Cemetery in Everton, Missouri. Everton is quite a ways out from Springfield. Oh, I don't know, maybe 25, 30 minutes. But there's a little over 1,000 burials out there, so that's where we're going to be heading today. Alright, we are out here at the Sinking Creek Cemetery in Everton, Missouri, which is, I think, approximately 7 miles out of Ash Grove, which from there is, I think, a good 15, 16 miles out of Springfield. There's nobody else out here, and this is probably the neatest part of the cemetery in terms of the growth. We'll go check out the other part soon, but we're just going to start down here and make our way up. A lot of old graves too, a lot of very old graves, and you know, some pretty decently new ones are out here as well. So let's check it out. I couldn't find how, I don't want to butcher his name, I think it's Kennan. Bryce Hogan died. I saw that he was born in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, and he died here. He was 19. He worked for a masonry company in Springfield. Beloved son, grandson, father, friend, forever in our hearts. Soar like the phoenix, and know we'll be together again. Then over here, I assume, is going to be where his parents are eventually buried. Looks like Wesley Breeding. He was in the Mexican War. Like I said, there's a lot of old graves out here, and this is just one of many. Valerie Louise Peak, November 11th, 1947 to January the 22nd, 2021. Finally got to meet her Jesus. Interestingly enough, none of the land around this tombstone is freshly dug up or covered, so I'm assuming she was probably cremated and her ashes are just there. Ruth Elizabeth Slate, September 24th, 1920 to December 28th, 1934. Her grave says, I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. 2 Timothy 4:7, awaiting the first resurrection. In Missouri, you can look up death certificates for a certain period of time. It goes up 1 year every year. So right now it's 1910 to 1970. Her death certificate said, rheumatic endocritis, I think is what it said, which is basically inflammation of the heart valve. Very young for somebody to have a heart condition, or somebody to actually die from it. But then again, that was the 1930s. You didn't really have advanced medicine and technology like we do today. Only 14 years old. Can't really read this stone too well. It says Hugh Fox. I can't tell if it says Colonel, CO. I can't tell. Looks like 16th, maybe Illinois Infantry. If anybody knows exactly what that means, please let me know. I'm interested. This grave is all covered up by the bushes, but you can tell it was a nice stone back in the day. I wish that somebody could come out and clean it. This entire section is old graves. I wouldn't imagine every single one of them are super old, but the vast majority of them are definitely early 1900s, late 1800s. We'll go through it in a minute. You can tell these folks had a lot of money. James David Patterson, March the 6th, 1844 to August the 24th, 1929. Margaret L. Patterson, February the 5th, 1847 to August 31st, 1876. You had to have a lot of money for a stone like that back in the day. That's insane. This might be the oldest cemetery that I've ever actually been to before. This stone, it says on the back, it was put in, 2001. Yeah, 2001. Henry Coble and I think Keziah Coble is how you pronounce that name. Henry was born in 1763, died 1860. He was born before America became a country. Keziah was born in 1792, died 1868. Just absolutely insane. I'm out here trying to find the graves of those people that were born in the 1700s. I found the first couple of them, but there were other ones that were much older, at least if I remember correctly. I decided to come over to the newer section of the cemetery. Some of those stones are so old that you can't read them. And there's a lot of more recent burials out here as well, so I wanted to go ahead and get some down here while it's still daylight. Emily Ann Scammell, March the 24th, 1996 to July the 5th, 2015. Emily was a CNA, I think in Hermitage is what I read. She died in a automobile accident in Urbana. You know, they say that when you've been with somebody for so long, when your loved one dies, it's not long after they die that you go too. And I think that's probably the case here. Alright guys, thanks for watching this one. I really appreciate it. I'll be coming back here sometime again. I don't know exactly when, but I will. If you guys like the video, please like it, share it with your friends and family. Give me some constructive feedback too. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys.